Thankfully he's okay, because they are building up.
I think it actually landed on its wheels anyway, John.
Probably, you might be right. It's quite foggy
you
there.
just made a statement there, which I'm going to back up now, and I'm going to give you a warning here now. So, ridiculous statement coming up now.
And he's pushed up the tyre barrier. Was it all on his own, under pressure? Well, lost it long before.
Die auch schon ausgefallen war. Hier sehen wir noch das Ganze noch einmal in Zeitlupe.
Ja, okay.
This mixed class action fan out behind him.
Oh, this is perfect.
Oh,
big roll.
That is a wild ride. Is that the Mini?
Could be Paul. Went down into turn 14. Oh, big touch there, Mini. Oh, that's a big ride.
And that is
Heavy
Devin
impact.
Jones.
My goodness.
Saki, what's happened here then at turn 8? Further back, wow. They're all just, what happened? This is on board with Romano Fenati. It's a high side. A high side for Ayumi.
If my theory holds true. Oh boy. Holy cow.
We're looking at the view from behind, watching the distinctive pink, and you can see it was the Audi that moved across on him. That was Christopher Haase, I think, who moved across on him, and that was a heck of an impact, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have to make some barrier repairs there. 10. Contact. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Now, that is almost, forgive me for saying this, that is almost a... lifted the car off the ground. That's
almost went over.
Almost a duplicate copy of an accident.
5 und 6, wobei Subek an Martin Andersen dort vorbeigehen könnte. Und jetzt gibt es einen heftigen Abflug und einen Einschlag in die Betonbarriere.
Trying to run down the inside. Humongous tyre squeals. Oh, it was straight on. Oh, Stefan Fast into the wall hard.
No, straight away there's a problem.
Yeah, it looks to me like there's been some sort of failure with the brakes, because he looks like he's grabbed the brakes at the same time as the rider next to him, but just hasn't started to pull up, and has gone in there trying to avoid all the rest of the riders. Has done a pretty good job to avoid everyone apart from Corey Turner. But that's a very second-hand looking Kawasaki ZX.
Full medical crew with them. So he was in third place, has a low side and loses that front end. And that is a fast part of the racetrack. And the bike reaches the air fence first. Oh, the danger there is the bike suffers big damages if that bike has moved the air fence.
Deployed, yeah, Frank went wide on his own and just lost it over the wrong side of the curbs, thank goodness. This is where I get out another cliche. It's an athletics cliche this time, but it's absolutely true here as well. Oh, sorry, we'll come back to that in a moment. Huge incident.
That's huge! Oh, goodness me!
Ever so slightly across the line. Oh! Deary me, there's a big crash at the end there. That was Acosta.
He's doing one of these big, proper Honda motorcycle bikes, and he loses it. He does lose it. James Cook down. That's a very dangerous situation. Oh, and someone else down in avoidance.
There, as we see though, Leclerc not giving up, forced onto the grass, braking, he's lost all braking into... Oh, that's a big crash there for Arthur Leclerc. I think he might have hit Victor Martins there.
It would appear to be over. What's this? What's happening here? Oh God! Oh, what's happened? Incident there. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a red flag here for that.
Must be a red flag. Championship that was Jaguar's version of Pro Car in a sense that we talked about bright and early this morning. The Jaguar XJR15 6-litre V12.
Unfortunately, Orlando Lindsay was Kenny Atchison still fastest in the Salvatino, hitting the edge of the circuit, and then sadly just a little bit more the final corner he's hit the way.
It wasn't the Virage car
To start with
going off.
Is that the 17?
I'm trying to work out, it might be the EDEX Sport car, but it ends up standing right in the middle of the track, and as a second part of this incident, the Virage car goes right and is then collected on the left-hand side of the circuit as it's...
Merci beaucoup à la réalisation qui est au top.
Ah oui, bah là c'est tout seul.
Hein.
Ouais.
Il est sorti tout seul, Hugo Gazil.
Il était en bataille avec Siminor, mais c'est...
Two right plus have failed.
Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside, a continent touch! Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Cobbs!
Trying to spin you off, and this is the incident here. Boschong out wide onto the grass, spins around and just collects an innocent Deleta who didn't have anywhere else to go.
Trying to keep the overlap, exactly right, Chad, too much room. Oh no, it's around, you don't want to be here. This is going to be big. Do not want to be here. Wham!
multiple cars, Matt McLean involved.
Takes the opportunity to go down the inside of Cianci and go through. Oh my goodness me, and Berto's rolled it. Filippo Berto. Dream start from David Pouget, 5th on the grid, up to 2nd by the time they get to turn 3. Bit more dancing from Torelli. Oh, there's a car over and around. That's
del rettifilo che poi è all'esterno per la prima staccata. Si toccano le due vetture, bruttissimo incidente, bruttissimo. Lì arrivano tutti e tre al tamburello, si toccano, bruttissima questa.
Mercedes row 4. Somehow these two come together. The lights go out. Oh, and Richard Neary was gone a long time before the rest of the field. That's where, unfortunately, the number 3 McLaren got some damage.
Benjamin Lariche, qui était un peu là sur l'Audi du team Speedcar. Et Simon Gachet est bel et bien
alors
passé.
On a une sortie, on a une sortie.
Oh, oui, et attention sur les victoires du championnat. Je pense que c'est Gaël Castelli.
Oh, it was a dive up the inside by Plato. Oliver goes round. Lloyd just misses him. Smiley can't avoid him. The others all avoid him. I don't know how, I have no idea how Rick Parfitt managed not to see that.
Ride it down the inside of Isaac Smith, I think it is. In the 1, 2, 3. Who's that?
Laux is off the road, and can he keep it out of the barrier? I don't think he can. That's a big hit. Oh, and over it goes. I was about to say he'd avoided the roll, but it's a big one for Jim Laux. If he can stay there, that'll give him the inside line for Ireland. Oh no! Huge accident, I'm afraid to say again. Another mini rolls for the 2nd time, and that is Oliver Barker, who is over and over again.
Replay here, and he's already around. Boy, that is a huge impact, Kyle, right into one of those massive concrete barriers.
Here are we going to finish under yellows or potentially under a safety car? This is a big one here. And he just runs onto the grass. Oh dear, oh dear. Must have just got, lost sight of where he was. Went over to Blind Summit, and he is a big passenger there.
We know riders are okay. What has happened here? Oh no, Pedrosa's. Oh, so Pedrosa has high-sided. His bike's in the middle of the circuit, and
could be Mark Alcoba's bike just being wheeled away, and that must have been the cause of the red flag as well. Maybe just trying to get that bike out of the...
Looks like a fast left-hander, obviously gravel or loose corner, and back's just gone out wide, gone into the...
Green and Berlin, and Evans doesn't move, and he's been hit. Mitch Evans has been hit by Eduardo Mortara. 2 title contenders out.
It's its sister car, it's not...
Oh, there's another car on the inside there. Red flag. Oh!
Who did that 2 years ago?
So they tried 2 splitters. That in the background, the wheels going back on the car now. It had a bumper. It was a big impact that I don't know if we saw. But yeah, thankfully the GR...
The pace, and he has, because he's managed to reel in a 3-second advantage. That's a big crash at the back. Zurituza has gone down.
I see it just started to wander into an oversteer, and he had to correct it, and it was the correction.
Alongside, and Dries Van Toor's ready to pounce.
He's gone past. No, he hasn't.
No, McLaren still just about hanging on, breathe, and there's contact, and the McLaren is taken off, unfortunately clashing into Dingledale.
So the field dives down towards Allard. So Shedden was behind Jay. Now where does it all kick off? There, Shedden goes for a gap. just glances off the side of her, fires the car into the barrier at high speed.
Through in the red arrow, running very well there. Oh, and he was! And dear oh dear, well, that was the curse of the commentator. Croft, it's the 711 car back on track, a little bit of a clatter. And it's going to be a hard one.
Such a high speed
I'm actually glad we didn't see it live.
In the middle, Daniel Suarez in the 99. He gets turned into the 4, and they go into the wall. The next flag will end the race.
Oh, he's lost the front on the approach to turn 3, and it doesn't get any faster than that. Barrel rolling. Oh my goodness. He throws it in, and it's an off-throttle high side, and he gets a good whack on that heel up in the air, and then clatters down as well. Nasty, nasty little crash that.
Oh, that's another Williams, and that is a bigger impact, and that's Nicholas Latifi.
Rettifilo.
Sì, c'è stata questa carambola alla variante alta.
Sì, abbiamo visto in testa coda.
Attenzione, attenzione, Balestrini. Intanto, come avevi pronosticato, la safety car rientrerà al termine di questo passaggio, perché davvero... Attenzione! Attenzione, Marco De Toffolo è decollato.
Giovanni tirou da traseira do carro do Caê, acabou acertando o carro do Adalberto. Foram os dois para o muro. A batida foi forte ali no muro, já fora do carro Adalberto. Já vimos a imagem do Adalberto saindo do carro. Isso vai render julgamento depois. Apagou a vermelha, é verde, verde, verde. E começa a corrida, já começou errado. O Antônio Junqueira atravessou em frente ao grid ali e a confusão está armada.
Top of the shot for Brizio's bike. Just there was contact there with maybe Fellini and on the Sanchez Martinez, and keep an eye at the front of the field, the number 53 there of Valentin Debise, and he manages to drop his bike, but then gets absolutely clattered there.
Oh, yes, no! That's so dangerous! That's a terrible incident. Kuzel's down as well with the looks of things. Gonzalez, they may well have to stop the race here.
Yeah, just the curb, isn't it? Curb on the power. Oh, you heard him go on the load pedal when he was...
And he's not going to have the front grip. The wing goes underneath the front axle, and then you're onto the gravel. It's not a particular...
Affects his run down to turn 1. It's fantastic. And now Gerardo all over the back of Torelli. Oh no, Torelli's been turned and he's in the wall hard.
Der Rennleitung, während Entwarnung für die 14 auf dem Monitor steht, kommt er auf Startziel mit Slicks ins Rutschen und schlägt heftig vorne in der Mauer ein. Kühler spritzen, da kommt das ganze Kühlwasser.
Part de Christophe Amont également qui a pu surprendre, on l'a vu, et derrière on a une touchette.
Une Audi full motorsport.
Oh, et un choc. Et un choc dans cette portion à l'aveugle.
So there is AC, he's lost the car, and that big contact into the barriers.
Fran Lara largando muito bem, Renan Pizzi tentando ali defender a segunda posição, já tem toque ali atrás. Já tem toque ali atrás, Urubatã Júnior, um dos envolvidos, nossa! E os números a gente traz 0.2, o Chico Horta perdeu o traçado e bate forte. Perdeu o traçado, o Chico Horta e bate muito forte.